Anyone who's got no in their name's got to have a lot of O's.
If there's any chance that Johnny's going to watch this, I just want to point out that Mittens just asked if it's a best of 5. Johnny always gets mad at me when I say, is this best of 5?
Everyone does.
Because I usually, like, he's like, you know what's best of 5 at this point.
But, like, everyone asks.
Well, it's the mood. You sit down and say best of 5, right? You want to confirm that shit.
You do. There's nothing worse than sitting down and winning 2 games and then your opponent being like, GG's. That's it, right? Like, oh shit.
Dude, that happened to H-Box at Evo, dude.
I saw.
Details are fuzzy because I've never watched that again. But
it was Wobbles versus H-Box. And Wobbles beat him 2-0.
And then shook his hand and then H-Box was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I thought this was BO5.
I'd be so pissed.
So would I, dude. I understand. That would be the hardest feeling.
Wow. I always am impressed at Mario being able to get these wobbles on Puff.
Yeah. It's not an easy character to wobble.
Who's that? I'm all.
Oh, okay. Alright, good luck, Ross. Thanks. Alright, so Mittens gonna hold back. He's gonna wave dash around and, get his feel here. It's pretty much up to Aldo to approach in this situation. Kind of do what he wants when he has the lead here. Oh, but unfortunate Nana didn't kind of slide off with Mittens there. Gives Aldo a good chance to take Nana out of the game, and now it's kind of looking a bit reversed here. Alright, the F smash. Alright, Mittens is going to air dodge, and yeah, that's going to be another bear by Aldo.
Hello, it's me again.
Yo.
So, is this game 1?
This is game 1, yep. I forgot to change the score on the stream.
Was it Aldo? Don't worry about it, okay.
Anyone who's got 1 O at the end of their name now has tons of O's at the end of their name.
What if my tag with an O in the middle?
So, there we go. Alright.
Okay.
So, we're back. Yeah, 3 stocks to 3 stocks. 78% on Aldo, which in a floaty matchup kind of means a little more than it would in a spacey matchup. The percent leads kind of start to matter, because you can play around a lot at that point. When you're in the lead as a floaty, you don't need to approach as much. It's kind of up to the other floaty to do a bit more of the work, put yourself in kind of more dangerous situations to get that percent. Ooh,
but like having the lead reverse this matchup, like the popping up sucks so bad for Icy.
Yeah, it really does. It's kind of equally hard though. I mean, whoever's from behind has work to do. Alright, yeah.
Aldo went the comeback there.
Yep. So now Aldo 1 stock up on Mittens. It's Mittens' job here now to kind of apply the pressure.
Oh, calls out the bear on the platform.
Yeah. Aldo kind of missed space there.
Yeah.
Wasn't really expecting the F smash, and I think he paid for it. I don't think he DI'd it as well as he could have either there. But I'm no expert on Puff DI.
So have these ice blocks been part of the course for the whole game? Just like ice blocks, spacing, Aldo trying to get bears?
That's actually the first real time that Mittens has used his ice blocks to that degree during the set. It's kind of been more or less the 2 players just kind of feeling themselves out, going in and out.
Man pushed him to the corner at least, but that's good. Oh, but he gives up all the stage control.
Yeah, it's very difficult as ice climbers to kind of, play Puff into a corner.
It really is, because like all they have is like a read on an up air, and like if you miss that read, you get bared, and then like Nana can get bared off stage, and it's so hard to challenge Puff as ICs.
Exactly, it's a rough time. Although goes for the. I never find Pound to be that safe.
There's a wobble.
Yeah, just straight grabbing a wobble. Nothing too crazy there. And he uses Wispy. This is something a lot of ice climbers do, which I really like. He actually uses Wispy to push him to the edge of the stage so that he's confirmed on the kill.
Smart.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, can I look at the kill here? Oh, nice interception there. Oh my god, the stream.
Yeah, I know. It's doing some stuff. Nana's way off stage. This is Aldo's chance.
And Aldo needed that.
But he's gonna eat the F smash. He still has a way back on stage. Not too dire.
Very efficient at it. But as Sopo, you kind of got it.
Yeah, you kind of do sometimes. Sopo is kind of that character where you're just looking for bonus, right?
Yeah.
That's what you do. Alright, here we go. Looking for the grab.
Oh my god, that DI, like, up by nowhere.
Yeah, that wasn't really... Again, that was kind of one of those, like, I'm trying to secure a lead here. I want to hit that Hail Mary grab while I have the chance while I'm in that position.
Because like now, like Aldo cannot mash out of a wobble, so one stray grab and it's perfect.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a high percent for him to be at for sure.
Yeah.
But
and like probably even like a raw down smash from like double climbers will do it at this percent.
Yeah, this is a scary percent for Puff. Dreamland, you kind of have that little bit of a bonus, but overall, oh my god! And Mario's DI is actually fantastic.
He lived.
Yeah, that was nuts. What are you gonna do when you get hit by the side B?
Holy cow! Mario with immaculate solo play there, just like catching on to all those bear habits.
Yeah, that was very good stuff. All right, one. All right, and so it's shaping up to be a pretty cool set so far. It looked a lot more even a bit earlier, but I think as the set progressed, Mario kind of started getting a better feel for what Aldo was doing.
Yeah.
So let's see what kind of adjustments Aldo can make now as he moves on to game 2.
I trust Aldo. I think he can do it. Just like change up his bear patterns, his movement, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, I cannot claim to be an expert on this matchup, but I do see a couple of places, mainly in spaces where Aldo can improve.
Yeah.
So see if he makes those adjustments.
Like that one stock he lost with the up smash on the top platform.
Yeah,
he did not need to pressure ice climbers there.
Yeah, absolutely. Top platforms in general, unless you're approaching from under while they're landing, you know, not super safe.
Yeah, Puff can go all H-box here and just play it nice and slow and just jump around the platforms.
Yeah, and that looks to be Aldo's strategy here. Yeah. Oh, there we go. He finally drops down. He gives himself a bit of room to breathe.
Oh, nice.
Oh. SD on Mario trying to get that blizzard.
I think he probably tried to get like Nana in up B, but then Nana died, so it didn't work.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar on what would cause that situation.
Yeah, me either.
But, hey, what can
Aldo
you do?
playing so patient and smart here. That's what we need to do. Like ice climbers cannot do much about a platform camping comp at all.
No, he's absolutely taken some notes from some of the sets that have been happening recently. Taken notes from local player who will not be named, who is pretty good at triangle camping. Just sometimes when someone falls, you got to be the person that picks it back up. And as rough as it is, you live, you learn, you move on, and you grow because of it. And that's what Aldo has done. He has absorbed the spirit of a platform camping man. It's looking pretty good on him right now, actually.
Just has to keep up the game plan, not make his movement too predictable.
Yeah.
Bait Mario into going up with like bad bears or something, and then separate him like just like that. There, it's all it takes.
Yeah, absolutely. Triangle camping is a strategy unto itself, and there are flaws in that strategy, but you can play around it in a way that kind of makes it difficult to beat as a super floaty.
This is 2017 Melee.
Yeah, this certainly is. Alright, so Aldo can come back on stage. Aldo elects not to use a forward smash, but instead just bears him off again. A little bit of a safer option.
Yeah, he does not want to risk anything here.
Yeah, absolutely. The stronger his lead gets, the more likely we are to see Aldo take this W. He's not letting Mario get the momentum that he ended up getting last game.
Not at all. Oh, interesting up air.
Yeah, I like it, but Mario not quite at the percent where he's going to get hit out by that yet.
But Aldo right now is probably just happy with any hit at all, and he's just like going back to the platforms, being very, very, very safe, which is smart.
Absolutely. This is really Mario's chance. There we go. He's still living.
That should be it. No, wow.
One more time. This is Mario's chance when he's playing Soko to really kind of go all in when he has to, because he doesn't have Nano lose and he doesn't really have that many options.
It's true.
So you kind of got to do your best to just like go in, surprise him, like try to take what you can.
Mix up your timings. Like he's expecting you to stay back and deal with his camping, but then you make him play like your game and throw him off, get some percent.
Yep. All right, so
ton.
Aldo's playing for time for sure. Mario.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, he doesn't care. He has the advantage, and he will take it.
There we go. Aldo was holding out the red cape towards Mario, but Mario finally charged, and he actually came out with a fair on him. So sometimes even if you are in that advantageous position, you have to be ready to react because it could change on you at any point.
See, Mario is being way more aggressive this stock. He's going to say like, Aldo, I'm not going to deal with your camping. which is forcing Aldo to, just like not do it as much.
Yeah, he's got to figure something out, and it looks like he's kind of adjusting a little bit better. So
he's figuring it out.
Yeah, absolutely. That's an interesting strategy. I like.
It is. It's not going to do much, but
it kind of forces Puff into an uncomfortable position. Though.
And then hopefully he can capitalize. Ooh, can he get a grab here? Oh, that was amazing. Yeah. That was so good.
Nana the homie there, really picking it up. So, once again, we're back to this. Ice Climbers, slightly behind in percent. Puff playing that platform the way she has been.
One down smash, like a couple up airs will even this up.
Yeah, this is potential for reversal here once again. As this has been a pretty difficult matchup for Mario, again, he has, in the last one stock of his, taken 2 of all those. So, it's one of those things that even when Mario isn't...
he overextended and just got bared. It's not good. Right here, like every percent counts, because this is looking at oh my god.
There we go. Oh, Aldo flubs the S smash. That's going to give Nana a chance to get back.
He's not going to risk a rest of that, Ooh, okay.
No.
Huge lead.
Alright, yeah, so Mittens down by a whole stock. 2 minutes and 55 left on the clock as we're speaking. And Puff going to kind of keep that strategy going. Going to keep the triangle battlefield as...
Mario needs to try and push this now, close into space, and get a wobble to make it even, because otherwise this is looking really, really rough.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's not really a whole lot you can do in this situation except for kind of put it where... You kind of got to take some risks.
Yeah, right. Unfortunately, it's really rough matchup for Ice Climbers, especially when played like this. It's really, really rough time.
Yeah, absolutely. But you got to take the advantages you can get.
But Aldo pressuring really, really well here. Pressuring Mittens' wake up.
Yeah, even with the triangle camping, when he's getting in, he's still doing decent damage.
Yeah.
So kind of just solidifying his lead.
It's smart. Like he plays patient, but when he gets a lead, he'll push it a bit, and then he'll go back to his camping.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's going to be it for that game.
What I'm wondering is if Mario will switch to Sheik.
Well, let's see what happens now. This is kind of a pivotal moment in the set here.
Yes.
Aldo's kind of put it on the table.
But also, FD here would help him a lot, because then, it nullifies that strategy. Oh, Yoshi story. Interesting choice.
I agree with this from Mario. I think this is a smart strategy.
Yeah, if he kills Puff way sooner, it's much harder to platform camp here.
And I feel like it would be a little bit early to bring the Sheik out. I mean, in the face of one game, there we go. Look at that. Mario right out of the gate with a wobble. And that's what you have to do.
And now, Aldo's in a rough position because he can't platform camp now at all. He has to go in and force his lead.
Yeah, he has to go in, and this is the point where Mittens is kind of in control. Even though Puff has a lot of good options, Mittens kind of wins a lot of the exchanges they have near the ground.
That's kind of how this matchup goes. You try to get the first stock, and then you camp for the rest.
You kind of have your game plan, right?
Yeah. Oh my god.
And there we go.
Really, really rough.
Yep, Mittens gonna hit a second wobble of the game in a row. And the smaller stage proving to be a bit
Aldo doesn't seem to know what to do here.
And that's...
Oh my god.
Almost looked like a third, but unfortunately got mashed out.
I think that Aldo should go back to the platform camping a little bit, not just completely go down there and play ice this ground game, because that will not work.
Yeah. It's an unfortunate part of Yoshi's too, where this stage really helps Mittens kind of get himself back into the game.
Ooh, nice. That's a really important thing to pay attention to during Ice Climbers. You can sometimes go too hard versus Nana and then just get hit with an F smash or a down smash.
You gotta know who to focus on separation, right? It's very important. There we go. So although not out of this yet, still doing the best he can. Oh, nice. Yeah, that was crazy. Aldo gonna take that stock there. So 3 stocks for Mittens. 3 stocks for Mittens, 2 for Aldo.
Aldo has to be really careful. That pound was so risky because that could have got shield grabbed and.
I always find pound to be super risky.
It is super risky. I mean, you're left open for so long.
On floaties, I don't really understand the. Well, Riley's got his nap spot. Ooh. And just like that, Mario drops the level.
Ooh, Becker, misses it. Went for the hard attempt there with the forward smash. Okay, Aldo cannot afford to take any hits here. Like, this here is really rough.
Yeah, Mittens is ahead. Aldo's trying his best to kind of claw it back, but,
nice crouch cancel down smash. That was so smart. Again, he tried to do it again. Didn't work out.
Got pushed a little bit too far away that time. He's back on stage. And Aldo's going to push him off once again.
Up air? No.
No, he lands on top platform. And
there we go, okay.
Yeah, not expecting the up air there, I don't think, to connect.
Although with the blast percent, it's smash 6. It's like, you know, it's number 6.
It's saltwater smash 60.
There you go.
Now it's saltwater smash 69 apparently, so not quite as beneficial to Aldo.
Oh, he needed that kill on Nana so bad. Hope was even better, but honestly, I think it would have been smart to just go for the Nana, because like Hope was at such low percent that you're not really going to gimp him too easily.
Yeah, I agree. Wow.
Oh, the bad pound, as we said.
And Mittens had a bit of trouble closing that stock out, but he does manage to do it afterwards. I mean, it took a while. Aldo almost took 2 stocks from him. But
I'm guessing maybe FOD, maybe Pokemon Stadium actually with the camping he's been doing.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how this goes.
I'm honestly not sure where he's going to go, because the best stages for doing that are like Dreamland and Aldo lost Dreamland.
Yeah, he did.
That's probably going to be the counterpick then, and now he's going to employ his tri-plat strat.
Who knows?
Aldo's thinking long and hard about this.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's really considering it here. These types of floaty matchups are really, really mentally like grueling to play.
Oh, absolutely, because you have so much time to think, right?
Yeah,
you pretty much analyze everything that's happening.
And you're slugging. It's like hit for hit for hit for hit. Like each opening counts so much.
Yeah, it's a different kind of intense.
It is. Yeah.
It's like an endurance test.
Yeah.
You know, where you're kind of playing these sets fast faller versus fast faller. It's very technical. You don't really have a lot of time to think.
No, you
have to make your adaptations quick, but floaty versus floaty is a process where you kind of build that adaptation over, what could be up to like a half an hour set, right?
That's the thing I like with these kinds of sets. You can really see the player's game plans. Like it's very cut and dry because it's so slow. You can see what they're doing, how they're adapting.
Yeah, absolutely. A game in a set between floaties, game 1 doesn't usually look very much like game 3 or game 5, which is in its own way, it's an interesting change from the kind of fast faller slugfest.
It's much harder to adapt in fast faller matches. I find there you can adapt a couple things throughout a set. But here they have way more time to figure out all the micro things they're doing, all that stuff.
Exactly.
Okay, so Aldo has thought he's employing his strat.
Yep, only at 16%. Mario at 100 here. And 108 now.
Oh, nice.
Oh wait, what was Mario's tag? I've been using the wrong tag for Mittens, that's my bad.
Rip. It's okay. The viewers are probably regulars, they know.
Yeah, that's true. Alright,
okay. Aldo just spacing around in the air there. Mario trying to get him swinging and missing over and over. But Aldo's not getting any punishes.
Yeah, that was a real just hit for hit, but nothing was really happening there.
No, at all. They're just kind of swinging at each other and hoping for the best at this point. Yeah, well, it's not like that, They're trying to space and be very careful. No one wants to get hit at all.
Yeah, absolutely. And Mario better,
Nice. Is that it? No.
Yeah, that's gonna.
Oh, nice.
I cursed it there. I was gonna say Mario better hope he tacks on a bit more percent before Aldo can really employ the strategy that he's been using. But right now he's down a stock. Aldo's pretty on a stage like Dreamland. You have so much time to work with, and you have so much time before you're real lethal. So
one thing I'd like to see is I wonder if Mario can sneak in a grab during his respawn in invincibility, because right there he just kind of camp with the ice blocks, which didn't really do much.
Yeah.
And maybe you can use that to trick up your time and go in there with a grab, and you can tank a bear because you're invincible.
Yeah, absolutely. The climbers, their invincibility time is very important to them.
Yeah, no, it's so important, more than any other character, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think one of the things that a lot of people don't notice is like in this matchup, invincibility actually counts for a lot because as a spacey against climbers, you're kind of doing everything you can, like going for grabs, like that kind of thing, the stuff that will get Nana and Poco separated. You can do that. Oh, that was a really good throw from Aldo. He separated the climbers but didn't manage to get anything off of it, unfortunately. One of the negatives of Puff being so slow is that when the climbers separate, unless you're immediately burying one of them, you don't really have to worry about it.
You you have with the throw, like Puff's throws, like you can't act out of them too fast anyways.
Yeah.
With the exception of up throw, so like it's really hard for Puff to get really anything and capitalize there.
Yeah, absolutely. So unless you kind of hit the climber immediately, the other one's gonna catch up sooner or later.
Yeah, and then you're you build like 7%.
Yeah,
which matters, and also the like mental damage there is like you got your grab and they have to then respec the grab.
Yeah.
Which allows Aldo to play his game or mix him up. Unless Mario just doesn't want to respect the grab, which Aldo's playing has been playing it well here. My god.
Alright, so Mittens employing the true the true strat of my Sopo isn't really going to help me in the amount of time that I have left. So I respect it. I think, personally, I still would rather have seen him go all in and lose the stock with
I agree, because he still has 3.5 minutes left. It's a bit too early for such a thing, but it's high risk, potentially high reward here. We shall see.
I think putting yourself in a spot that's intentionally bad is better than throwing the stuff away.
I agree, unless it's
I agree.
Riley respects it.
Yeah. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
I want to watch Melee.
Me too. Nice up there. See, on a spacey there, Aldo would go for a rest, but here it's way too risky because one failed rest, it's just grab and
it's all on the DI read.
Exactly. But also a rest in floating matchups swings the game so hard. Oh my god.
Absolutely.
You can see an even game versus Samus or Peach or Icy, and then one rest and it's oh wow.
Yeah. Alright, so Mittens working his way back so hard here.
Yeah, Mittens right now, he is a working class man. He tries so hard to put money on put food on the table for his family. And Aldo is just his strict boss, won't give him any raises.
Yeah, no, it's rough times.
Yeah.
And as Aldo solidifies his lead further, Hope kind of looking a big grim. But if Mario...
His family's going to be eating ramen tonight. I'm sorry.
Ramen garnished with cardboard.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, and that's going to be... That's not it quite yet. Mario can make it back barely, but he's going to drop it.
It's really rough here. A minute and a half left. With 3-1, this is...
He's got no time to be fighting back to the stage over and over
again. To really catch Aldo in a bad move or something and get the crouch cancel grab and do that twice. That's really rough.
Aldo does not appear to be putting himself in those situations at all. Except for then, he definitely missed space time.
But still, just one bear at this much of an advantage doesn't really mean much.
Absolutely not.
Especially versus a character like Puff, one bear, then they're kind of still in the air, and it doesn't mean the same as versus the fast faller where they're knocked off stage and you can edge guard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Puff doesn't care about that. Not at all.
The way this match swings is so crazy, it's so polarizing. If Icy's catch the first lead, Puff is kind of fighting his heart out the whole time. But if Puff catches the lead, it's an entirely different game.
Yeah, it's hard swings either way. It must be really grueling to be down in this matchup, because in a fast forward matchup or something, you can get a huge combo, a big clutch edge card and bring it back. But here you really can't.
You don't have that.
You need to win new to 25 times for a stop.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really rough.
Alright, so Mittens doing some soul searching here on this, the last game of the set. Last game of winners finals.
It's looking like Fountain, which I agree with. It's hard to platform down here, especially because sometimes the platforms will go down. But also I'm really surprised he didn't go FD.
I think I don't really know what I think about that, actually. It's an interesting choice, but I do respect it. Similar kind of stage layout to Yoshi's.
Yeah, and Yoshi's worked for him really well, so I guess he's just like thinking that maybe he has a read on these small tri-flats.
Yeah, absolutely, and I respect that.
Yeah. He doesn't want to take the Game 5 risk with going with NFD and finding out that it really doesn't work. So, you know, it makes sense.
Oh, something tied and true. Oh, there we go. So he gets the F smash off Puff. Puff's going to fight back on stage. That was a high action moment there.
Like, this match, like, it's very, very slow and steady, like, neutral for a long time, and then something like, boom, will happen, and then, like, that... Then you ride that momentum for a long time. Like, it's rough.
Alright, so once again, it looks like, Mittens catches his way back on stage.
But it didn't much matter.
Yeah, that's going to be it. So once again, Aldo's got the leg up on
Poor Ice Climber just trying to get off the stage and getting up to the face over and over and over.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can tell that the length of this set is kind of starting to grow on both players.
Yes.
I feel like the spacing isn't as tight as it was at the beginning. Things are starting to wind down now as far as that goes.
That was nice.
Yeah. Nana coming through hot with that ice smash.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
that was so lucky.
Oh, there we go. All right.
It's pretty much even now.
So we're back. Mittens once again.
That was
kind of
so
fighting
smart.
his way back.
He used his invincibility to go down and get a grab, and then he killed killed Nana off it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which he hasn't done that yet. This whole set.
And Mittens losing Nana a little bit earlier than expected, but wow, did you see that at 31%?
I know. Jesus.
At 31%, you can see the kind of effect that a smaller stage can have on Puff
Yes,
against Ice
exactly.
Climbers.
Because like Ice Climbers and smash attacks are actually really, really strong, especially when you have two. So like you can't tank too many of those.
No, absolutely not. And that's kind of what that's one of Puff's main concerns when she's ahead is how do I, not get hit by these? And
Yeah, pretty much. Like, and Mario has to try and not telegraph his wave dash smashes too much. Mix it up.
Yep, absolutely. Alright, so Puff back to the platforms.
Yeah. He camp in the top platform. Oh.
Doing what he has to.
Yeah, right there, Mario went a bit too hard to go in there, and he got and Puff fell through and get it back up. But it's so rough. Like, it seems so hard for Icy to take it back in this situation. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh, there we go. Good down air from Mittens, though. I liked what he was attempting, although it did manage to escape before anything got too intense, though.
Those things are so trippy. Sorry to the viewers at home.
I'm not sure if they can see it.
Okay.
But because of the technical limitations of the stream, every so often the game glitches out in this weird matrixy way, and it looks ridiculous. But hopefully you guys don't have to do
Mario fishing a bit hard now. But can you blame him?
I mean,
he's so down. He needs to do something.
For some reason, I totally understand what he's doing. He almost actually did hit Aldo there. He got a Phantom F smash,
which is nice.
Yeah, there we go.
And just like that, the risky plays works off. He's back in it.
Yep. We are even.
One wobble and. That's, and then it starts swinging in Mario's favor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is the rough part of playing neutral so long, because one rest or one wobble puts it so rough, and then it's 1 minute left, 2 minutes left, and then it's pretty much curtains.
True that. Aldo with 5-6.
Mario trying to get in there.
29. Aldo has a 29% lead.
Aldo is not taking the bait at all. He's just playing his 35% lead.
No, but at the same time, Mario doesn't need to do it.
Oh, that's so rough. Okay, Mario able to come up to the stage.
Yeah, the percent lead intensifies.
Oh, it's
scary.
That's like a meme.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I just had a thought. Never mind. Back to the game. Oh, did he get it? Yeah. That is really rough.
Yeah. But 2 stocks to 2, 27% to 85. Still lots of exciting stuff to be had. in these last 3 minutes
And
of
like
the game.
right now, like Aldo, like he has a clear lead, but he can't like let it get to his head and mentally slip for like a second because like Mario will focus on.
Mario preys on
Yes,
that.
he will focus on that, and he will get you and get a wobble, and then all of a sudden. You can never sleep on Mario for the comeback.
No, absolutely not. So, this is Aldo Mittens. Last stock for Mittens, Aldo at 44%, but both climbers are on the field. Aldo's going to be using the triangle camping strategy that he has been for, most of the set when he's ahead. But, Mittens, at this point with 2 climbers, if he takes a risk, he can kind of get, Puff dies pretty early here.
Yeah, it's so risky. Like, he has to take a down smash risk, but then, like, if it fails like that, like, Anna took so much damage.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's rough.
Puff does certainly have an advantage when she's doing this kind of play.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, it looks like Nana's off stage.
Can Mario save her?
Yes!
Oh, that was so clutch.
Nice.
But it did ultimately fruitless.
Yeah, but that's all he's going to be able to do.
If Mario brings us back, he's the best player in this province 3.
Yeah, absolutely. Mario kind of does a taunt and a little bit of a teabag there as he gets thrown off stage.
Yeah, I think Mario has mentally like halfway given up here.
At this point, it's more than a mountain. That's all I'll say.
Yeah. Oh yes, it is.
Yeah, more than a mountain.
But they're the ice climbers. They can climb mountains.
Yeah, absolutely. That's true.
Pardon my pun.
Alright, so with this, the last potential life of the set.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's going to be it. And 2
good games, boys. That looked like a really rough time.
Yeah, that was a grueling set.
Yeah, it was.
Alright, I have to piece for a second. I'll be right back.
Are you guys cool with commentating like the rest of us?
I have to use the bathroom
fine.
really quick.